Kildare 16 points, Wicklow 112. Kildare escape. They get out of jail. And oh my goodness me, this goes down to the absolute war. A 1-point win for Kildare, their first win in 2024 for discounted preseason competitions. And oh my goodness me, this could not have been closer. You feel so sorry for Wicklow. That chance right at the end to win it. You know, I can't remember who it was who actually took the chance. It might have been Ushi McGrainer, maybe, who scored the penalty. I can't quite remember. But there's a million things he can do there. He can pass the ball. He can keep the ball. There's so much he can do. He goes for the glory. He goes for the goal. He puts it wide. And then Kildare go down the other end, and Jack Sargent manages to get the point. It was a crazy game, a bit of a chaotic game. Kildare, for large parts, looked very, very comfortable. Kevin Flynn got sent off in the first half. Maybe a bit of a contentious red card in the sense that sometimes you see these in Gaelic football. Sometimes they get given, sometimes they don't. But all in all, I think from a Kildare perspective, you do have to credit them a little bit here. Look, I mean, they tried their best to throw the game away. I mean, even the penalty incident right at the end, I mean, just absolute kamikaze stuff from Kildare to give the ball away and allow Wicklow the chance. And 29 years since Wicklow last got to a Leinster semi-final, and they might not get a better chance to do it again. I think for any Wicklow fans, you know, up and down the country, this will be a painful one to swallow, because they had the chances. Like, they had multiple opportunities. Kevin Quinn drops one short. There was other chances in the game they could have scored from. But look, fair play to Kildare. They got over the line. They 13 men for that final attack, because obviously Kevin Flynn was the man who gets black-carded towards the end, obviously, for giving away that penalty. It was outside the box, but it was a goal-scoring opportunity, and fair play to the referee for keeping us cool and actually giving the penalty, because you were kind of worried for a minute if he didn't give that penalty, but he did, and fair play to Kildare for getting or for Wicklow for getting the goal, taking the chance, putting the ball in the back of the net. Brilliant penalty from Ushi McGrainer. You know, kept his cool, kept his calm under pressure. Not so always an easy thing to do when the pressure is there, and he absolutely buried it, put it in the bottom corner. Fantastic goal there from a Wicklow perspective. But yeah, look, I think from a Kildare perspective, fair play. They got over the line. Niall Kelly was very good, 3 points from him. Kevin Feely with 7 points, very, very good in the first half. Kildare definitely lost a good bit of their attacking threat when he came off. Aaron Masterson, I thought, was very good as well. Derek Kirwan with a couple of points. From a Wicklow perspective, Kevin Quinn with 2, I thought he was very good. But Dean Healy, he was absolutely brilliant for Kildare today, or for Wicklow. Very, very good performance from him. And kind of in a very Ushi McConville Ulster football style team. You know, you had your centre-back scoring, you had your cornerback in Tom Moran getting on the score sheet, Ushi McGrainer with 1-1 at the end. It's just such a shame they didn't convert that last chance. And look, I've got nothing against Kildare. I know Dublin and Kildare have a bit of a rivalry. It's nothing really got to do with that. It's more just that the opportunity to see Wicklow and Croke Park, to have their day, to get that opportunity and get that moment, it was there for them. You know what I mean? And it's such a heartbreaking moment for the player who misses, and for Wicklow in general, because they might not get a better chance. You know, this Kildare side mightn't be this poor next year. Meath are only getting better. Dublin obviously aren't going to go away anytime soon. You've got Louth who are coming up. Wexford are looking very, very strong right now at the moment as well. So I just think from a Wicklow perspective, you mightn't get this chance again. You mightn't get this opportunity again. And it is very, very heartbreaking stuff for them. Few comments here. 10 Crime says, had Wicklow in my pool, draw just on the off chance. Well, yeah, look, it very nearly was a draw. Obviously would have went to extra time, so I don't know how that would have worked in your pool. But yeah, look, it was very, very close. It was very, very nearly extra time. Gaelic Guys is back to Wicklow. Gaelic Guys is so close anyways. Armagh, boo, yeah, great win for Armagh. I'm glad I didn't watch that because it was fairly one-sided. I should go outside. Kildare are not good for your heart. Totally self-inflicted giving the ball away like that at the end. Wicklow should have had it. They should have, like, in Wicklow blew chances like Kevin Quinn, I remember, missed a routine free right in front of the goal. They, like, even right before they got the goal, they had the ball, Wicklow, and they just threw it out over the sideline. Like, they'd lost their composure, and you just thought, even with Kildare down to 14 men, the only way they throw this away is the way they actually did it, you know, like, give the ball away. I think it was Dean Healy running through. And then even at the end, like, to be honest, I missed how that chance even came about, but you were like, where's the goalkeeper? And Kildare absolutely got away with it, because if Kildare had lost that, genuinely, like, I think Glenn Ryan should have just resigned there and then, because how can you do that? Like absolutely mental. But look, they had 14 men on the field. They 13 men for the final couple of minutes. Maybe that had a played a part in them sort of with the attack at the end. They kept their cool. I mean, it was mad because that chance. I don't know who. I think it was Dara Kirwan who maybe had the opportunity, and it's an absolute balloon shot, and it just drops down. Jack Sargent gets it and pops it over the bar. It could have easily went wide. And you feel sorry for Wicklow, because you feel like if this goes to extra time, I reckon they would have done it, because they had 2 extra players for one half at the very minimum. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously Kildare down to 14. Kevin Flynn's black card, Kevin Flynn was the man who got sent off, wasn't it? Kevin Flynn was the man who got sent off, I think. Am I getting that right? I think I'm getting that right. Yeah, Kevin Flynn was the man who got sent off. The black card. The black card again. I actually can't remember who that was, in all honesty. But to be fair, like, either way, they were down to 13 men, and I think Wicklow would have done it. So yeah, absolutely devastating stuff from Owen Doyle. That was the man. You saved my bacon. Cheers. Yeah, fair play. Look, Wicklow, Kildare get the job done. I'm in a rush anyway. I better get to the Dublin game. Starts in 25 minutes. Thankfully, I don't live from Croke Park, so we should be okay. But yeah, fair play to Kildare. They got over the line. We'll discuss the game in more detail later. We'll be going live with Matthew Hurley from the Gaelic Statsman podcast at 7:30. So mark it in your book. And yeah, very, very unfortunate for Wicklow.